What an amazing place to work. Hundreds of years of history, and I'm going to restore it. It's going to be me, and I'll be dead 100 years and this property will still stand because of me. So here we are at the cottage again, one more time. And what we're doing is we're unloading the scaffolding. This is the start of our renovation. I've done most of the clearing. I've got to clear this soil back here. So we're getting Hyundai to do this. And what we're going to do is Cameron, my boy here, donk, 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 is going to take all this scaffolding out. Let's have a look at the scaffolding and all the planks. And Cameron, you're going to put it down here over there by the roof. If you have a look at the roof. So if you have a look there, that's going to go down there. So because we need to take that roof off now. You and I are taking that roof off today.
All of it?
All of it.
Why?
By building the scaffolding and get it up there.
Okay.
It won't take us long. We'll be here till about 12 o'clock tonight.
That's fine.
You all right with that?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Okay. I'm glad. So that's what we're going to do, but we're going to get a wee break first. Get some sandwiches. What do you think, Cammy?
Yeah.
Cameron. Right. So we're going to get some sandwiches, and then you have to open this up, and you have to offload all that scaffolding for me and bring it all over there for me while I clear out this big tree trunk. A giant tree trunk. I have to put that back in. Has to be piled up. The soil has to be piled up. So I have to get that done first. Is that okay? I'll be good?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first scaffolding is up and I have no safety bar. Hey! And a lot of people would want to see that happen, but it's not going to. So, saving the Bangor Blues is one of the most imperative things for me. I'm absolutely concerned about these Bangor Blues being smashed and destroyed, and as you can see, they are already destroyed. But every single slate is important to keep purely because they are so expensive. They're such expensive piece of kit, and these are original. If properly done, they are absolutely first class. So I have to take down every single slate off this roof to save what is one of the most historic things on this cottage. Back in the old days, they didn't even use copper. We use copper now because copper doesn't rust. Nails, that is, by the way. Oh, did you hear that? That was a broken one. They're falling in. And if I get to save, I don't know how many I get to save, I don't know. But you could end up pushing down the weight of this scaffold and breaking the scaffold boards if you use too many or put many of them there. So I'm really concerned because it's all being held by, these slates are all being held by simply the ivy that sits here. And that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. Every slate saved is £6 to £8. Not 68, 6 to 8. Between 6 and 8 pounds, depending on what you're buying and when you're buying. And it definitely has to be the Bangor Blues. Such a lovely colour. There's like a purple bluey tinge of it. Cameron's my recorder man today. Thank you very much for joining me, Cam. Right, now look, I'm going to show you this. This is the main part of the cottage. If you have a look at the main part of the cottage, and we'll turn that around, if I remember, yes, this way. The roof on this part of the cottage is absolutely sublime. There's really very little wrong with that roof. Just needs a wee bit of tender love and care. Chimney over there is coming down, but overall that roof is in good nick. This roof, however, belonging to the cottage, is in really bad nick. The vines have got the maximum of it, but when I look at some of the rafters in there, they look, well, I would say they look replaceable. Put it like this, I will use them as a sample piece of wood. Of course, I'll use the regulation timber, but I'm taking out the entire frames. I'll be hand cutting my own ones and I'll be using them as samples. So I have to take this apart really carefully and bring them A-frames back down so we can mimic exactly what that was, but stronger, and of course regulation, which would be a tannalized timber with a little bit more regulation width. It's a bit stronger here, so that's the idea. But the idea really is, all I got to do is, so all these Bangor Blues have to come off nice and carefully. There's a load of Bangor Blues hanging by their threads off this beautiful ivy. I say beautiful, I meant that with irony and hate and contempt for this horrible thing we call ivy. I wish it would just die. But there it is. This all has to come out, and the scaffolding has to continue going further on. I've just noticed there's a bit of an angle here. I do want to keep a bit of a slip, but it's actually going out, so we have to move this back a bit. It's running off square to the building, but I'll do that in a minute. Anyway, I will put you back to the cameraman, Cameron, the cameraman. Cam, the cameraman. You can turn that around, Cam. There we go. Okay, so I am glad to get rid of this ivy, but I have to carefully take it off as I carefully deconstruct the roof. Every bit of Bangor Blue has to be maintained, and I'm going to keep the nails too, not for any reason other than, so that's there are some half tiles here that are still mortared in by its original mortar, and that is something we're not gonna use that here, but we are gonna use that mortar. I want to make sure these nails, some of these nails are in bad shape, and they're just clout nails. You expect them to rust. So I just pop them all the way down there on the inside, so they're not getting in the way of anyone's vehicle when they park up down below. Look at that, them big giant, and they're proper blacksmith nails. Original blacksmith nails, so I want to keep them. So I pull them up with a magnet in months to come and try and keep them all.
There's spiky bushes there.
Yeah, spikies. Another wee nail, another wee nail. Really important to maintain and keep. I'm stressing that importance because I'm absolutely gutted when I first purchased this place to see so many Bangor Blues crushed and destroyed. No love for them at all. The previous owner had no care or attention to the idea of this roof. And for the last year I've been trying ever so hard to get down here and get these tiles off. So I feel a little bit more at ease that I'm taking these down slowly, one by one, for them to go up back into their former glory. Don't want to break one of them. Not one do I want to break. Every one that I break is extra money for a project, and the idea is for this project to be the most economical it can be, using the materials and the resources we have. You know, this throwaway society, you know, knock it down and put a new one up, put a new house up, brand new Bangor Blues. You wonder why people are mortgaged to the hilt. Oh, there's another one lost.
So I'm gonna put it in there, show it in there.
No. Look at that. Beautiful things. So I'm going to set the Bangor Blues on the actual steel of the scaffolding because of the weight. It's going to be a very long and very arduous process, but worth every penny. The amount of money I'm saving. And they will look much better than the newer versions of the Bangor Blues. They're old and decrepit and they've got all sorts of horrible cuts in them. Yeah.
Wipes bird poo.
No, don't worry about bird poo. I've had worse in my hands, Cammy. I've had worse stuff in my hands.
What?
Like your poo when you were a baby. There you go. Huh? That shut you up, didn't it? Yeah. I remember the time you peed on me. Another slate gone. I'm telling that to the whole world as well. Embarrassing you, Cammy? Huh? No, I don't think so. No. Only you. You're the only person that's ever peed on their father. Yeah. So, restoration is vital. So, looking at this here, I'll try and pull this away here for a minute and look at the start of this A-frame. So it's sitting on the plate, and that plate is quite old. It's full of woodworm. Absolutely full of woodworm. I think that's what's killed it. Woodworm, yeah. It's hollow. Yeah, it's hollow. Question for you. Is a woodworm a worm? Answers in postcard. Is a woodworm a worm or an insect? Whoever's watching this, please answer in the postcard down below. Comment down below. Is a woodworm a worm or an insect? Answers in comments down below. First person to ask, come and give me a hand with this roof. First person to give the right answer has to come and give me a hand. That's only fair, I think. Yes. Oh, look at that. Look, 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 look. Look, Cameron, quick. Look at the amount of woodlice on there.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that for a nest of woodlice.
Just all dropped down. Oh my gosh. So many.
There you go. Woodlice galore. And they escape like crazy. They move really, really quickly with a... Suddenly there's no woodlice there at all. They're gone.
They all fell off. Some of them fell off.
Horrible bloody things. That's a sign of rotten wood.
There's more, there's more, there's more.
Oh look, yeah. Wow.
There must be a bunch in this roof then.
Yeah, it's a sign of rotten wood. That's why they're called woodlice.
Because they eat wood.
No, they just, I think, well, I don't know if they eat it, Cameron. I think they actually, what they do is they live in it. It's that condition they like. I'm gonna keep going here. I'm glad I managed to get the dangerous part away. On the far side, I have to get that away as well. So I have to take them, once I get this cleared off, there's gonna be a lot of scaffolding. I'm gonna have to more or less, this is the problem. When you're doing work like this, you have to invest in scaffolding. Because I've got scaffolding at the mill and I've got scaffolding in the Newry house. Maybe I'll just get the stuff from the Newry property. Look at that one hanging there, that slate hanging there. Should I go and get it, Cameron?
No, don't ask it.
Should I go and get it?
No.
Go on, let me go and get it.
Oh, no.
Go on, Cammy. 1, 2, 3.
Be careful.
What?
Be careful.
Well. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ha ha. See, saved slates. Big Al the slate saver, not slayer, the slate saver. There we go, look, saved. I'll let you go again, and I'll show you what I've done here so far. Here is everything that's been done. The land's been scraped back and there's a massive pile of soil over there. That's been done. This here now has to be sorted. All the metal is being put in for scrap. That tree trunk never burnt. There's a couple of bits of wood needs to go back in the fire, but the idea is to clear this whole area before I get my first mix of concrete for some pinning and underpinning of foundations. That's where I'm going first, to get the foundations put back in and get the property to modern regulation. So that's the plan. Yeah, when you're up here you can see just the sheer scale of this building. You know, look how that's the weigh room where they used to weigh the flax, the original mill. That's the waste room. That is the waste room and the water wheel house. And that's the flax thrashing room, scotching room. And that over there, way over there, is the steam room, which belonged to the massive chimney. All of which, and over there, if you can just about see it, is the reservoir. Just here, above me, above my finger. That's the reservoir. What an amazing place to work. Hundreds of years of history, and I'm going to restore it. It's going to be me, and I'll be dead 100 years and this property will still stand because of me. And the good news is you'll know who did this, because YouTube doesn't die. So when I'm long gone, in 50 years time, someone wants to know who restored this property. For good reason or bad reason, I suppose. If I do a bad job, who restored this property? Anyway, listen, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. Thanks for watching, and please remember to
like, subscribe, comment and share.
comment and share too. Good speaking to these guys.